The recording. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, certainly in India. My name is Doug Brunke. I'm the founder and CEO of Global Chamber. This is our monthly cross metro meetup in India. We've got several people who will be sharing today. These programs are recorded. They are on our YouTube channel, so we then distribute those to the people within Global Chamber who are interested in learning more about connecting in India. Now that we have Globi and working for the last several months, if you're a member, definitely let Globi know more about who you're interested to meet and the kinds of programming that you would like to see. More and more will allow more and more members to access Globi directly. In the meantime, your information is stored inside our system, and Globi reviews that on the hour, every hour. And from a reactionary standpoint, connecting you to the right people, but also proactively as members, you get connected to the appropriate people. We got a little bit overwhelmed the last several weeks with so many forms filled out. And so we're catching up a bit on that. But by the new year, we should be, I want to say fully caught up, but we're never always caught up, are we? One of the books I'm reading recently by John Maxwell, I've read several of them this month from him. He was, and also another person who talks on this topic is Brian Tracy. If you've ever read the book Eat That Frog, he said the average executive has about 300 hours of reading that they want to do. We never quite get to it. And so the importance of prioritization and working on what's important is something that is so critical for all of us, especially today as the world speeds up. We have two hosts today, R.T. Nimker, who is the Global Chamber Executive Director for Goa, and also Manoj Gursahani, who's our Global Chamber Executive Director for Mumbai. I'll let RT start the program. We have several people who are queued up to speak. We've got some really exciting information and a very exciting announcement to make, and that involves Crescendo worldwide. So, RT, what's going on in your world? Could you kick us off? We have 55 minutes, and we do plan to end on time, certainly within the hour. We are going to go around the room and talk about what we're seeing in terms of opportunities. We have several speakers who will be sharing. RT, what are you seeing, and how would you like to kick us off today?
Thank you, Doug. So first and foremost, namaste to everybody. Good morning, good evening. And I'm really happy to co-lead this with Manoj. Hello, Manoj. I hope you're doing well. And yes, I would like to, I would like to present in three segments. One is what are the opportunities here in Goa? Why I want to segment is uh, I parallelly work with Global Chamber Goa chapter, and then through my association, India Economic Development Association, I get the opportunity to work pan India. So here quickly, because we have so many of us sharing opportunities and insights, I would be sharing that. First, I would like to talk about the Goa demography. I mean, what are the opportunities available in the Goa? So basically, in Goa, we have sectors which are really growing fast, and a lot of opportunities are there. One is the fastest growing sector is the BFSI, that is the banking and financial sector. Then the technology and AI integration. Goa is becoming a retreat destination for strategy and innovation. So the other sectors I would like to talk about here is pharma and the manufacturing strength, then the creative economy and film production chapters, which is fast growing. And I see a lot of activities happening. A lot of global delegation events are happening on this part. So there is a lot of partnership and collaborations are open. Goa's strength is its ability to bring leaders together and create a high value outcomes is a focus environment. So as I am trying to grow the chapter over there, what I see is these sectors. So I would um, I would say anybody having these opportunities in these sectors, we would be really open to introducing it in Goa and helping the Goa businesses to come forth with any opportunities anybody having in these sectors. From the IDA's perspective, I would say export readiness. I mean, we help the SMEs and women entrepreneurs and industry groups becoming globally competitive. So, export readiness training is what we are sharing, cross border partnership building, sector specific opportunity mapping, AI adaptations, especially for MSMEs and women entrepreneurs. So, we are building a pipeline of companies ready to collaborate across India and beyond. That's the IDA's perspective I'm sharing out here. We are opening the 2026 with India UK Global Business Forum, which I'm doing it in collaboration with Connexus Global Ventures. That is Devpriya Khanna, who is the founder and CEO of Connexus. So we are initiating first time the India UK corridor event over here, which through this event we are trying to showcase the metro specific strengths. We are providing opportunities for SME startups and women led businesses specifically. And as we are going to do it in Goa, and I'm trying to position Global Chamber Goa chapter as a strategy host for this course country collaboration. So that's what we are opening up the event with. So I will invite and request all my counterparts in India, Mumbai chapter, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Pune, to cooperate, support, and participate in this UK India UK Global Business Forum. So I'm inviting basically all the metros to engage, showcase, and partner through this platform. The second collaboration I'm doing along with IDA and Global Chamber chapter is the IIMS, that is India International Motor Show. So, first time I'm entering into the mobility sector. So, we are proud to support the IIMS show, a powerful platform for manufacturing technology and industrial growth. So, it connects the industry demands with real solutions, MSME innovations, and global readiness. So that's one of the biggest shows happening on the 27th, 28th, and 1st of March at the Sidco Navi Mumbai Sidco Exhibition Center. That's also where IDA and Global Chapter Goa chapter is going to participate and support the event. We have already started the marketing and promotions. So these are the two major activities I'm opening up my 2026 with, and I'm looking forward to it. What I'm trying to do in Goa as growing the Goa chapter is basically Goa is ready, India is ready. Through a global chamber and IDA, I'm committed to creating a platform where opportunities are not just getting discussed, I'm trying to get it converted into real business. So I'm looking forward to working closely with each metro to build a stronger, globally connected India. And I have my two counterparts today on the meet. So let's catch up and let's plan something for 2026 because I'm really looking forward to many opportunities which is opening up from all the sectors and verticals. So I see a huge opportunity for us as well as the businesses we are trying to help here. Thank you so much.
You are on mute, I think.
Doug, I'm not able to hear you.
Sorry. Everything I say eloquently is always on mute, and then as soon as I unmute, I was Manoj Gursahani, similar to RT, is an executive director for Global Chamber, and he is such like RT, such an extraordinary leader. He also is a book author, and one of his expertise is around the human connection. And you also do some really fascinating work with high net worth individuals, Manoj. What's your view of the world of India and your world in Mumbai?
Thank you, Doug, for your kind words, and thank you, Aarti. Good to meet you. And Shankar, always a pleasure to meet you. And hello to the rest of the folks. So, in addition to what, without repeating what Aarti said, and Aarti, you have tabled very nice points and the opportunities. And I would like to, what the buzz in India and especially is the area where also I know Nakul is going to talk about on a lot of digital stuff. is data centers. So everything is data center because power is the new power, as they say. So all the large players, including Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, all that are rushing towards building data centers. So I believe in India, uh, there are people who, for example, so I'll break it up the opportunity. One is people who are having land banks. So if you have land banks, which is closer to the grid, and you have water availability because of water coolant required for the data center, which get extremely heated up, then there is one opportunity. There are opportunities for because the data center requires power. Besides the grid, you'll have a lot of solar players who could be part of that. Then there are the ones who will put the complete data center, and so there is that opportunity. And the last but not the least is the larger players like Google, Microsoft, and all are looking at 25 to 30 years long-term lease to buy into these or to lease into these data centers. So for those who have, according to me, opportunity in this area, in all the aspects, there could be a huge play because with introduction of generative AI like ChatGPT, Gemini 3, and the world is going crazy, is that the consumption of power is going through its crazy phase and is going to get much more crazier. So just to recap, data center with grid availability for those who are there, and there is water availability because of the cooling aspect. Then there has to be access to optical fiber networks so that the data can be transmitted, etc. So I believe that this huge play India has that opportunity, and because of the China one and US India ecosystem, of course, US India is going through its own trade issues, which hopefully will get somewhere get better than what it is. But we certainly have the China plus one opportunity, and not only restricted to the US market, the opportunity could be anywhere from the world. So this is besides the, of course, we have a startup economy, there is health tech, there is agri tech, which is going on largely, and there are cohorts building up. There is an investor group coming in. We all know about the success of UPI and such other things like Paytm, GPay, all that, which makes money transfer getting easy. There are, again, with the data center, there are global capability centers, research centers, what have you, coming up in India. And the government is putting in a lot of emphasis on infrastructure. Roads are being built while we speak. There are, of course, there are certain dark corners which need to be developed. But I think the way, because of the 1.4 billion population and the domestic consumption story, we have a huge opportunity, which will one have to see in silos, each one of us, where we fit in, where is the piece of cake, which one has to find out, because the cake size is larger. So I think everybody can coexist. We could have our members, our other players who wanting to, possibly peck at this piece of cake. Maybe it could even actually warrant a total different roundtable open to all the members who can, in the near future. And happy to also get some more experts to talk on that subject. So I will pause here. I just wanted to, besides the other thing, highlight on this one major issue, which could have several stakeholders. I'll pause here. Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to just open up the floor to anyone to either raise your hand or to just open your mic. While we're waiting for anyone to comment, I'd like to introduce someone, Adele Alawadi of the corporate group and also Global Chamber UAE and Saudi Arabia is in the room. Adele, I'm not sure if you're able to chat. I think we all know the connectivity between India and the Gulf region, and Adele is as good of a connection as you'll ever find because of his deep and long connectivity at the highest levels in the UAE and increasingly in Saudi Arabia. So Adele, thank you for joining today. It doesn't look like you're coming off. Usually at this time, I think you're driving home, and usually I'll catch you while you're driving home, so you may not be able to speak. I see that you're trying to undo, but are you
I'm
there?
here.
You are there.
Oh,
Fantastic.
yes. How are you?
Are you driving? Let's see. I don't
No,
see.
no, no. I'm luckily in the office.
Oh, you are. Okay. One of those, a rare time. So that's fantastic. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good afternoon or good evening or good morning, wherever you are. No, it's a pleasure to be here because the government of UAE and the government of India has made a lot of progress and a lot of trade agreements and Silk Corridor and few other initiatives just to facilitate and to make easier for the business between both countries. So importing products from India or importing from UAE is exempted from duties as per the agreement. But there are a few initiatives that they're working together and making more, creating more opportunities and making business easy.
Are you personally part of those types of opportunities, or do you have who in your office would be a great contact?
They could always reach me. I put my email on the chat, so and then I could connect to the team accordingly, whether they are things related to services or things related to trading or distribution or investment and so forth.
Very good. Thank you very much. While you're here, I would like to introduce a couple people in the room. Vishal Jadhav of Crescendo Worldwide, who's the CEO, and also Smiley Siley of Crescendo Worldwide as well is in the room. They have an important announcement to make relative to Crescendo Worldwide's interaction with Global Chamber. We have a new partnership to announce. They're a visionary sponsor, and we will be working together on projects. One of the first projects, and it may be past the RFP stage, was in the UAE. And so maybe, Vishal, you can include that in your comments. Are you available to speak and begin the announcement, a very exciting announcement, Crescendo Worldwide and Global Chamber partnership?
Absolutely. So thank you, Doug, and hello, everyone. We are Crescendo Worldwide, a consulting advisory company based in India with offices in Germany, in US, and in Dubai with about 150 people team in this business for last 15 years. So the announcement which we want to make is we have formed a strategic alliance with Global Chamber, and we are setting up a global expansion and investment desk together. Under this joint initiative, our role is going to be supporting Global Chamber members, helping them to increase their business, to have their global presence, support them to grow in terms of M&A, which is mergers and acquisitions, joint ventures, transfer of technology related projects. On the other side, we are planning to support a lot of countries with their different ministries like Ministry of Economy, Trade, Tourism, Education, supporting them to enhance their economic development activities with joint efforts and a network which we jointly share. So we are going to set up this desk, and through the dedicated desk as well as a dedicated team, we are eyeing towards enhancing global plans with Global Chambers as well as Crescendo's network. Yeah. So Doug, if you allow me, I would like to quickly show a few slides. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Thank you, Vishal.
Okay. Just let me know once you see.
Perfect.
Wonderful. So this is how two great organizations coming together and forming a strategic alliance and a global expansion and investment desk. Under this, yeah, there will be joint activities. I just heard that, Aarti, you said you're planning for two exhibitions, one in Goa and one in Mumbai, and trade shows and delegations is going to be on our calendar. We We almost every month host different exhibitions, delegations, as well as some corner of the world doing these economic activities. So absolutely, your plans as well as the plans which we have already on our calendar, we are going to synergize together, jointly hosting delegations. Yeah, in US and Europe happens to be a focus for us in 2026. Doing a lot of road shows and investment forums. So we recently had India Russia when Mr. Putin was here, and there's a lot which is happening between two countries, and jointly hosting webinars and roundtables. Yeah, more focused on bilateral trade as well as investment attraction. This is how we are going to have our advisory related services. So export promotion and new market entry. We are supporting Fortune 500 companies today with different of our services, as well as a lot of leading Indian companies like Tata Motors, Mahindra, Bajaj Electricals. Yeah, so you name it, and all of these big companies in their global growth, we play important role, as well as M&A, which is joint venture structuring, transfer of technology, and raising capital. This is how, digitally, what AI is enabling us. And Manoj, you just said it is scary. I know it is scary, but we have to be part of that, and somehow we need to deliver value to our clients. Yeah, so a lot of that which is related to AI with auto matchmaking, communication. This is how our global network. So we bring our network on table, and that's how the next probably Globinar which we are going to have, where we will invite all of our partners, and you all can network and see together that what all things possibly we can do, and we are also going to display our calendar and activities for 2026. This is what we did in last 15 years. We did $65 billion of investment facilitation and about $35 billion of trade facilitation. So we are speaking about a large scale difference which we are going to create in the society with sectors. So these are the sectors where we are working. For each of this sector, we have sector expert, and we are happy to share this with you anywhere you need our experts to get engaged from our global offices, and you will have a direct access to it. Maybe my people have made some logos not visible purposely because we are speaking on a public forum, but this is how transfer of technology projects. So we played a major role in Indian Railway modernization program. Today, something similar we are doing for shipbuilding and marine. Goa happens to be a large base for that. We are doing for aerospace as well as defense with DRDO and HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. We keep on, as I said, we keep on doing a lot of delegations which are global to global. So not necessarily these are with India, but these are from US to South Korea to Turkey to Australia. And that's how what you see on the screen is what we did in 2024, 2025 with all of these focus countries, as well as we keep on welcoming a lot of inward delegations to India. Yeah, so President of Chile, we welcomed in Mumbai. The Russian delegation recently we hosted in Delhi. So all of that. We also do our own event, which is going to be in February in Mumbai, which is Global Investment Convention. These are the government agencies who participated last time in GIC, or last series of our events in GIC. We host GIC in different countries. This happens in Dubai, in Germany, and in India, in Mumbai. Yeah, so you are most welcome to become part of Global Investment Convention, which is going to be end of February, where we will have about 1,000 investors, leading Indian companies who will meet these government agencies, and we are going to shape their expansion plans using this 3-day event. Aerospace and defense, as I just said, yeah, working with Boeing, Airbus, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and that's how we are growing in this sector. And this is how global exhibitions, which happens in different part of the world. We host delegations. This is also when government to government programs are getting run. Yeah, so this is more or less who we are. Of course, we are going to share some of these slides with all of you. Let's combine our synergies and strengthen our strengths. And together we are looking for a good amount of difference, which we are going to create with Global Chamber. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Vishal. This is something that we've been working on, I think, for almost 6 months, but many months. We discovered each other through a connection and through the mission that they did in Australia. A fairly random connection turned into a conversation, and then when the obvious synergies were laid out, we've been putting this together. So we haven't quite announced it yet, but we have all of the materials put together to be able to announce it. I thought it would be good to give you all an early head start on the announcement. Are there any questions or comments? RT, I see your mic is open.
Yes, this is really very exciting and quite amazing initiatives and programs. I must say, Crescendo and Vishal, the presentation was very good, and I see a lot of synergy, so I'm excited. So I think we should get in touch, and a lot of synergies I see we can explore together. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I would like to take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
May I say something?
Yeah, Shankar,
Yes.
please go ahead. Shankar Damodaran is our executive director for Ahmedabad and very active with Global Chamber for many years, very involved in different areas. And he actually years ago said the way he described what he wanted to do, he was basically describing Crescendo worldwide and Global Chamber partnering with a company like that. And we did find one in Canada that we have a relationship with. They are members of Global Chamber, but because of turnover on their side, we haven't really kind of culminated that into an action item. And I think it speaks maybe to Vishal's understanding and proactivity and leadership that he was fairly quite quickly able to identify the opportunity and move it forward. So Shankar, thank you for years ago describing to me what you thought we needed to do more of, and here we are actually implementing it with a different company than we originally had tried. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. I mean, you just took the words out of my mouth because this so much resonates with what I really was looking for. And I think it's like a cosmic plan that everything has come together, which is wonderful. And I see great synergy with Crescendo. Vishal, I want to tell you that I worked closely with Vibrant Gujarat for a long time. We published a magazine talking about FDI and how Indian companies can go abroad and set up their businesses. So I like Doug's approach, and it is so current. It's all about collaboration, and we are in it together for that. And whatever that you want to turn to for Gujarat, I'm here to, make the connections to make the necessary way forward. And I like to be actively involved with Crescendo's plan in many aspects because you have gone ahead and implemented the interconnectedness the world is looking for. You really filled in a certain gap. And I like to ride along and see which way I can participate and bring these opportunities from Gujarat and to bring technology transfers into India, which is one of my main areas of interest. I plan to do what is called a soft land support for international companies to come in and take technologies from readiness levels of 1, 2, 3 and localize it and find joint venture partners here in Gujarat as well as across India through our collaborations with all the executive directors. So I will turn to you for that, and thank you for bringing it all together, and thank you, Doug. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shankar.
Thank you. The tie-in to Adele was that one of the conversations we had was the interest as Crescendo looks at opportunities around the world to implement some of those projects using resources within Global Chamber, either our own people like Adele and Ayman and the team at the corporate group and Global Chamber there, and members. And so that's all need to be worked out. But I think, Shankar, yes, you identify and see the synergy. And I'm getting text from some of you, so thank you. Sorry to keep this a little bit of a secret. It certainly wasn't my intent. I just wanted to make sure that it kind of moved along and to the point where it is today, which is basically consummated. Donna Smiley is a commercial real estate leader in the southeastern United States. She's becoming our executive director in Atlanta, along with Dana Austin, who will shift over to the advisory board. We haven't made that announcement yet, but Donna is an extraordinary leader within the region of the southeastern U.S., and she's a very global leader too. And Donna, I know your activity with India in particular is very poignant and perhaps appropriate here. Are you able to speak and say hi and anything you'd like to say?
Yes, thank you, Doug, so much, and congratulations on the partnership. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Donna Smiley. I am a commercial real estate broker. I have been in the space for 10 years. I've actually traveled to India on a delegation this year. We met with manufacturers in Coimbatore, India. I have a 5-year visa, so I will be traveling back and forth to India over the next several years to help with the expansion of American companies wanting to come to India, as well as vice versa, Indian companies that want to come to Atlanta. And I actually have already helped 3 Indian companies set up their first U.S. satellite office in Atlanta. So I was involved in that process of helping them get to Atlanta. So India plays a very important role in my heart. I'm super excited for all the opportunities that are going to come out of India. I stress that here in Atlanta. And I also last night just got the announcement that I will be nominated for the board of the Georgia Indo-American Chamber of Commerce in 2026. I will be on the board for that. So super excited for everything that will happen with that chamber. It's a growing chamber. We have a memorandum of understanding with one of the largest chambers in India, Codicia, if you're familiar with that. So yeah, we have a great partnership with them. And we will continue the conversations with them to help grow the expansion coming out of India into Georgia, as well as in Global Chamber. So I'm super excited to blend not only Global Chamber, but the Georgia Indo-American Chamber of Commerce to where we can have a partnership and synergy together. And I also work very close with the consulate, Consul General Ramesh Babu. He's super helpful. He helped me get my visa because the visa process to India, it can be very challenging when you're going through that process. So he's been super helpful when we need visas to go on delegations as well. So the partnership between the consulate as well as these organizations that we have relationships with, I'm excited to see where it goes. So thank you, Doug, for the opportunity. And I'm excited for where Georgia Indo-American Chamber is going, as well as the Global Chamber Atlanta chapter.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Just definitely everyone connect up with Donna. She's a mover and a shaker and a lover of India from the first conversation we've had. She just talked about how much she believes in India and how she'd like to make things work between countries that include India. Nikhil, I don't see you, but I know you're there. You have your hand raised. Did you have a question or a comment? Would you like to comment on this news and anything else you'd like to share? Are you there?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Doug. My apologies. I just got out of a Japanese government meeting here with one of my law firm clients from India. And good to see everyone. A very good evening. And I raised my hand because, interestingly, Vishal's firm, Crescendo Worldwide, Saket Pujari, his director for business development, had reached out to me for one of my clients to partner with us. And I already know what Crescendo does, but good to see you here. And I think a lot of what you do is also kind of matching to what I do. But yes, I think after meeting Crescendo, especially Saket, your director, I think I would like to say this for the benefit of Global Chamber. They're doing excellent work, especially in B2B matchmaking and bringing certain country delegations from other parts of the world, which is what I also understood from from Saket. But yes, before I went through the profile of Crescendo Worldwide and before I met Saket a couple of months back. But what I would like to highlight is, yes, we actually had a discussion where probably there would be, a point of conversion, a point of actual business inquiries, which would result into conversion, which would result into money pouring into the accounts of the clients. So that's where I think I and Saket had a separate discussion. And I think he was quite busy after that because for my client, the objectives were something else entirely. So I think Vishal will take it offline. And thank you so much, Vishalji, for presenting once again. And yeah, yes, nothing else, Mr. Doug. I think thank you for allowing me to speak, but good things going on. And I think I would like to come back to you with certain things offline and send it to your mail to you and Mr. Caesar. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikhil. I was going to queue up Nakul, but I might have stepped away for a moment, and we'll get to him when there he is. And not to steal thunder from the Knowledge Chamber, but the Knowledge Chamber also does extraordinary work. And I wanted to kind of bring all of that together and tie in this announcement with Crescendo Worldwide with what the Knowledge Chamber is doing and that we've done together. Most recently done together was a 1-week visit by a group of companies that became members of Global Chamber through the Knowledge Chamber. And we got to meet finally in person. We've been kind of interacting and collaborating for a couple of years. And the meetings that they were involved with were I believe it's starting in New York and then Washington, D.C. and Las Vegas was the final day. And then we got to meet in person in Palo Alto at Stanford University, and just really exciting and thrilled, not just to meet you, but to understand more about the Knowledge Chamber. And I really value our collaboration. Do you have any response, or have you had any interactions with Crescendo Worldwide? And then what else would you like to share? Thank you for joining us, Nakul.
Thank you so much, Doug. And so Knowledge Chamber is the apex chamber of India. It's the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, works for education, innovation, and businesses together, helps government in policy making decisions, and works closely with both the private and public sectors in terms of government and industry. So today I was just going through recent news where Amazon, Google, and Microsoft have pledged $85 billion to India in the last 72 hours. So taking a cue from what Manoj said earlier, that data centers are going to be required in India on a large scale. And Gujarat, where the Knowledge Chamber of Commerce and Industry is based, is really going to be the base for the next 5 years in build up to the Commonwealth Games, which have been allotted to Ahmedabad, which is situated in Gujarat, and also to the Gift City, which is a hub for the financial services and is closely becoming the top 10 financial hubs of India. So KCCI closely works with the Gift City. If any of your industry clients are interested to set up shop or make investments there, then KCCI has the right sources in the government as well as in the private sector to assist you. Also, in terms of other aspects, looking to the Commonwealth Games, maybe the real estate sector or the sector which affects the vendors of such games industry and all those sectors, KCCI is geared up and very well placed with the government as well as the private sources as far as that is concerned. And as you all must be aware, as Doug introduced, that KCCI takes international delegations to countries like US, UK, Russia, Australia, and UK, and works with the governments over there to help the industry set up easily over there, as well as tie up with the private businesses through transfer of technology, exchange of innovation, and all those aspects. So this is what Knowledge Chamber of Commerce and Industry does. We are very strongly based in the Western as well as all of India. And with that, I leave it up to all of you to get in touch and begin a conversation with us and see where things goes. Thank you, Doug, for giving us an opportunity to speak here.
Thank you, Nakul. I think we're already talking about something coming up in London, right? Don't you have a group coming maybe in February or sometime early next year?
So we recently finished a delegation in Russia, which was very fruitful, focused on IT sector, and we have a delegation which is coming up in UK in February, and followed up by a delegation in USA in the month of September. So back-to-back industry delegations are happening for KCCI. We are open to all the sectors, most prominently the IT sector, food and manufacturing sector, food processing sector, agricultural sector, and jewelry. So all these sectors are part of the delegation, and we are setting up meetings accordingly in the UK. So I welcome all of you, all your clients, to be a part of this delegation and take maximum benefit.
Very good. Opening up the floor again for anyone who'd like to raise their hand or would like to speak. Nakul with the Knowledge Chamber, or Vishal and Saili with Crescendo Worldwide, or any of the things you've heard or anything that you'd like to add to the conversation. I believe, RT, that Manoj needed to step away. I saw his message, and so we'll continue to connect up with Manoj along the way through his leadership at Global Chamber Mumbai. And thank you, RT, for your leadership as well. Any comments? And have you had interactions with the Knowledge Chamber? I think a lot of the interaction we've done is through mainly Shankar in Ahmedabad. RT, are you and
Okay, was that a question for me? No, I haven't gotten
Okay.
chance, but I am surely going to, because it's very interesting, the presentation or whatever the introduction Nakul just gave. I'm really looking forward to connecting with you, because all our initiatives and programs, what I try to organize through IDA is all knowledge-based programs. So I think I see a lot of synergy and similar kind of activities what we are doing. So I would certainly like to get in touch with you. But yet, no, I haven't earlier met Nakul anytime.
Likewise, so we also are looking forward to all the activities that you do, and I from the chamber and other responsible people will get in touch with you for a fruitful position for both of us.
Certainly. Thank you so much. Likewise.
Shankar, would you like to add something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I had some good meetings with Dr. Amit Joshi of KCCI, Knowledge Chamber, and we have agreed on co-creating some events on a regular basis with the Indian Institute of Management, which is the foremost B school here. And every month on a specific date, we're going to have some meetings along with KCCI and invite some important speakers on the current topics that we are talking about, from AI to technology to cross-border business development, Global Chamber, what it does. So it'll help everybody to understand what we are about and getting us in front of decision makers in Gujarat, which we are planning to do, so that it's going to help disseminate our knowledge, our connections, and everything else on a more prominent basis. So we are planning to do that and co-create all these events. Thank you.
Good news. Thank you, Shankar. So Adele, thank you for kicking off that conversation, and thank you for your leadership. Undoubtedly, we'll be coming back to you. Vishal, is the bid that you had mentioned about the UAE, is that finished, or is there some additional help and support that you need with that?
Of course, I mean, December is the time when we apply for global tenders and bidding process. At the same time, December is the month where we freeze our budgets, we freeze our focus countries and focus sectors. So we're going through all of that process. But absolutely good to hear from all of you and to know your strengths. And maybe that wherever we see that a joint positioning can happen, or a joint project execution can happen, we would definitely like to take your support, and accordingly we can make our plans more concrete. What I can do is that maybe that we share our calendar, which will be full of our activities in 2026. At the same time, those long projects which we are already doing, which could be on the lines of M&A as well as delegations, government projects which we are doing, and people who we think can jointly participate. We are open for these discussions differently. Yeah.
That sounds good. Adele, did you have anything to add?
Well, I think I appreciate the network and connection that you have built for this platform and inviting me also. But I think there's a bit of more deep dive maybe and look at what we can collaborate, take it offline. So it would be good to catch up maybe offline with the team.
That sounds great. So we'll definitely be in touch. I believe the announcement is set to go by next week, and so it'll be more broadly known, and also we'll get the team connected. Vishal, we only have a few minutes left, and I'm wondering, given your globalness and all the things that you're doing with Crescendo and your leadership there, what are, and you mentioned about setting priorities for 2026. What are you, how are you viewing the world right now? Where do you feel like the opportunities are more broadly? And then specifically, as you think about Crescendo, where do you see the priorities? Where do you think you'll be working in 2026?
I mean, for us, the world is facing two long wars simultaneously happening. So right now, the scenario is not good. We are losing thousands of lives. But at the same time, because of these uncertainties, sectors like defense, aerospace, and marine, we are looking at it taking good shape. On the other hand, technology is flowing with a rapid rate, what we imagined and what we thought of. So for us, when we look at, we always try to divide world in three things, developed countries, developing countries, and underdeveloped countries. Yeah. So the focus for us is definitely going to be underdeveloped and developing countries, and that's how we are planning for our next year of 2026. Yeah. So there are a lot of new opportunities on our table, and it is all about how we cater that, and time is very crucial. That's the piece which we are trying to match.
How did you get involved with all of this, and what's your vision for the future?
When we speak about future, it is one side, all of that network which is there. We want to leverage that network. Okay, so leveraging network is not just increasing our top line, but leveraging network is also creating value to our clients and creating difference in common people's world and mind. Yeah. So with this, when we look at the budgets which were recently declared by 10 or 12 top priority countries for us, we see that the shift in their spendings and budget is what we are eyeing towards. And this shift is going to give us a lot of opportunity in terms of doing business. On the other side, when we look at large corporations, mid-size and small-size companies, there is more activeness in terms of de-risking their usual lives. So people are trying to come out of their paradigm, and that's a paradigm shift where technology is going to play a role, and we are going to make our clients and our money from. Right. So these two things, one is government and second is the paradigm shift which is happening. That's where we want to position ourselves and to all our partners create value.
Congratulations on the progress. Look forward to the collaboration. Thank you for making the announcement today. And I think that brings us really to the end of the hour. And so, RT, do you have any final comments that you would like to make?
Yes, certainly, Doug. First and foremost, congratulations on this collaboration with Crescendo. And I would certainly like to close today the Metro Roundtable by expressing My gratitude to everyone who contributed their insight and energy. A special mention to Nakul and Mr. Vishal for bringing such clarity on collaborations and for enforcing the power of strong regional ecosystem. What truly stands out today, I feel, is the quality of new connections that you have created, genuine opportunities, driven and ready to work together. These conversations show that when metros unite, we really cannot become unstoppable. So, on behalf of Global Chamber Goa and IDA, I look forward to continuing this momentum, building deeper ties across cities and continuing this conversation into real business outcomes. So, thank you all. Let's grow together globally, locally. And thank you, Doug, once again for this amazing session and giving me the opportunity to lead today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, RT. Thank you for your leadership. You're involved in so many different groups. The work that Pradnya does, is extraordinary. And so thank you for the connections that you've built and how you support and collaborate and bring us forward. In 30 minutes, we have our monthly Globinar on leadership. And in particular, this is a wrap-up conversation for the year, considering all the things that are happening. The world is a little bit chaotic, as Vishal mentioned. He didn't use the word chaotic, but certainly 2 wars is not good. Serious situations around the world, and yet at the same time, there's extraordinary opportunity. Lots of risk associated with that. So it's never been more important to stay connected, to be connected, and that's certainly our focus for our members. And so that's in 30 minutes, and Rutherford Pascal is leading that conversation with others. And then in an hour and a half, we have our monthly Globinar on sales, and that also, or it will be a roundtable. We have a number of people who are speaking, including a couple folks who are in distribution, global distribution. There are experts on sales using AI in sales. And so as the year ends, what do we need to do if we're still involved with the sales process for December? And then what are some of the things to get ready for 2026 to take advantage of all these opportunities? Thank you, everybody. I'm Doug Brunke, CEO of Global Chamber. I think Cesar is in the room. Cesar, are you available to give a last word? And sorry that I sometimes surprise you like that, but you're always able.
I'm here. Sorry, it sometimes takes more than a second to unmute myself. Hi everyone. Cesar Trabanco from the Global Chamber headquarters, and it's been an interesting call. I actually texted Doug some thoughts after hearing from Crescendo, and I'm happy to see you here. I know you reached out for some connections in India, so I think this was a really good call. And Vishal, I look forward to connecting and explore more. I was actually meeting. I'm in Puerto Rico. I'm based in Puerto Rico. I was meeting yesterday with a couple of members, and India came to the topic. So there's a lot of definitely a lot of things that we can follow up on. So thanks everyone.
Cesar leads our connection center, and one of the reasons why we're so strong in Latin America, the key reason why is Cesar's involvement and leadership. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mila. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Adele.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vishal. Thanks, Saili.